Around 700,000 teens ages 17 to 19 become pregnant every year. Parenthood is the leading reason teen girls drop out of school. And less than 2% of young teen moms get a college degree by 30. Some people said my life ended when I had a baby, but my life had just begun. You didn't take away from my future, you gave me a new one.
Hey, you're watching Journey with Jordana. It's really hard being a student. Being a mom, I can't tell you, it's a job and a half. Like, being a student is hard, being a mom is hard. I want to show you a student who's both and is doing great things. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Put your hands together. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up for Cheyenne. What was that like?
It was shocking because when I entered 11th grade, I thought my hardest thing I had to worry about because that's my final year. You have to get your grades up because of college. You're just going to see your grades. So I thought, okay, I get my SAT scores ready. I get my grades ready. And that's the only thing I thought was going to be the hardest thing all year. That's really what I all thought.
Right.
So when I found out, I was shocked. I get thrown off. Not thrown off in two negative ways, just surprised. Wow, that's really happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What was it like telling your family?
It was hard. I didn't have to directly tell them because mothers know. I just my mom knows I was sick. I thought I had a stomach virus, and she kind of knew in a sense. But it's admitting it, being face to face, knowing that we both know this, it was just surprising. And I didn't want to disappoint my parents. I didn't want to think I was doing anything bad, you know.
Was it a hard decision trying to figure out what to do next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was scared. I knew I wasn't ready. I knew how hard. No. I didn't know how hard it was going to be exactly. When it happened, it was harder than I thought. But I already knew how hard it would be. So, yeah, it was hard. First off, it was I didn't want to do it because first, I'm in high school. I'm in high school, so I was not saying I was in the popular crowd, but I was known in the school, so I know everyone was gonna have a lot to say. I already knew it was gonna be hard. I already knew how my parents would feel, cause not something you should oh yeah, you're 16, you're pregnant, okay, that's fine. It was not something okay, something that's norm in my the culture and everything. So yeah, it was hard. And then I was debating too, whether to keep my baby or not, but I just couldn't do it.
So you had this beautiful baby, but before he was here, you still had 9 months to get ready for him, and also to figure out what your next steps are going to be for your life. About that, what was that like?
First, let's see. My mindset already, before I found out I was pregnant, I already knew I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to make sure my life is right. But when I found out I was okay, I have to do, I have to get everything together. And planning everything, it was hard because at the last moment, I was offered to graduate early, so I wasn't expecting that either. So I already had to okay, how am I gonna come to school today? Because I have to come to school. No one's gonna say, oh, Cheyenne's only staying home because she's pregnant. I had to come to school. I had to go to college. I had to prove a point. I could still do it.
Take me back to graduating early. You said you didn't expect that you'd be able to graduate early, so that was a surprise.
Yeah.
That you had enough credits to be able to graduate early. Well, no, that's great. So you were a good student before this.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously, because if you're able to graduate early by surprise, you had to be a good student. All right. So then, did you have to change your plans at all?
Yes. I had because even though I graduated early, I had a full schedule of class and online classes. So I was doing homework every morning. Sorry.
It's alright. It's alright. Let's take it back on.
I had to stay up to do my online classes, then come to school, do a full day of school. I was in the house all the time, really. I just came from school, came home. That was it. I just made sure I graduated. I didn't hang out with nobody. I wanted to stay focused.
Okay. So what month did you graduate?
June.
In June. And you had your baby when?
June.
In June.
Yeah, I had him early. He was supposed to come in July.
Wow. So June, in New York, June, kids are taking regents and doing things like that. So you were 8 months pregnant then?
Yeah.
So what was that like?
Taking regents?
Yes.
I had to take my SATs. It was very uncomfortable. My back.
Okay, hold on, back up. When did you take the SATs?
In April.
In April, okay.
So I was about 7 months pregnant around that time.
Okay.
And it was very uncomfortable. My back was hurting, and I had to stay hydrated. So I had to go into the bathroom. They was able to accommodate me, being nice, me going back and forth. It was hard. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then what about the regents?
The readings, when I took my last 2 readings after I had him, because I didn't have to take any in January, because the only 2 readings I had left was chemistry and Spanish to get the advanced readings diploma. So
wait, an advanced Regents diploma. Okay, I just want everybody to know, an advanced Regents diploma is more than just your regular diploma. It means you did extra stuff. Like you took an extra Spanish class, and you have to pass the Spanish Regents. You took extra math Regents, math exams. You took, what else? There's something else extra.
3 sciences.
Yes, like you had to do extra. You're going above and beyond the regular requirements, and she did this while pregnant. Okay.
So those readings are only allowed to you in June. I couldn't take them in January because you had to have your labs, and like the Spanish one only comes in June.
Right.
So I had him early. So I had him on a Saturday. So I got out of the hospital on Monday, and like literally when I left the hospital, I came to school to take both those readings.
So wait, you left the hospital and came straight to school?
Straight to school. I didn't go home. My baby stayed around the corner with my grandma.
Wow. Wow. What was that like?
It was painful because I was like sore. Just
Yes.
birth. It was hard to sit down to.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you did it. You made it happen.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, I have no words. I'm just like, that's fantastic. Your mom is amazing. You have a lot to look up to. Like, no excuses for you. No excuses. So, you took your Regents. You were on track then to get your advanced Regents diploma. What was graduation like for you? That must have been.
I didn't have it yet. I get to do it with my original class. I'm doing it this year.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because you were early.
Yeah.
So
early.
now you get to graduate with your original class in June. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There are a whole bunch of activities that normally happen for senior year, like prom and things like that. Are you gonna like go to prom?
Yeah, I plan to. Yeah.
Yay! So you're having it all. That's fantastic. If anybody ever tells you that you can't,
Yeah.
like Cheyenne did, and I'm gonna have it all too, because you can. It is possible. You've been finished since January. What have you been doing since January?
I started school January 27th.
You started college already. Oh wow. Okay. So how are you able to do that?
My aunt helps me a lot. She watches my child while I'm like in school and then out of school too. Like when I'm home, she stays at my house. So she watches him while I'm doing my homework. But sometimes I have to stay up late nights and do my homework. He be typing the computer and messing me up. But I've been able to maintain it. It's been hard, like sleepless nights, because he don't like to go to sleep like late, and I got school early in the morning. But it's been going well. Like I've been maintaining.
Like what time are you like having to wake up in the morning? Because you don't just wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I'm gonna roll out of bed and go to class. Like it's not like that. Like you have to. I'm sure there's more to your life. So can you like run us through like an average day?
So let's say I guess like a Monday maybe. I have to get up. My class don't start till 10, but I get up like 7 because I have to make sure I feed him, like give him breakfast. And he's very slow.
No.
I have to feed him breakfast. He sweats during the night too, so I have to give him a bath in the morning. Cause I want him to have like a little sweaty, you know. I want to be nice and fresh. I have to give him a bath in the morning. Then I have to like just play with him until my aunt comes. She comes at like 8:39, so from 7 to 8:39, I'm just like tending to him. And then when she comes, I have to hurry up, take a shower, and then do my hair and stuff like that. Cause we have an hour left to get ready for school. Then go to school for about 3 hours a day. Get 3 hours most days. Come home. She stays for about 4 hours extra. So I would go in my room sometimes and do my homework so I can like have a clear mindset. But if I'm passing in the kitchen to go get something to drink, he sees me, so he wants me. So sometimes I have to grab him, and sometimes he doesn't like taking naps with other people for like my comfort. So I have to bring him in my room. I have like, he used to be like tinier, like not so big. So he would stay on my chest while I have the computer on my lap, and he just sleep, and I would just do my work.
Oh wow. So you can only imagine what it's like doing your homework. You're like, in everything. It's okay. All right, go on.
Yeah, and I do my homework. And then at first, when I first started college, it was like hard. Like when people was telling me my syllabi that are key to passing, I didn't know they meant everything in the syllabi is what you need. So I would like be not late on due dates. I would figure out the day before I had a due date. So I'm like, oh, so I gotta stay up late and do my homework. And he want to play 2 o'clock in the morning. And then like I learned how I can do my homework on my phone. Then that's what made him start liking my phone too, because he see I'm always on my phone. So it was hard trying to do that, and like trying to be going to school sometimes on 2 hours of sleep. That was hard too.
Yeah. But she's doing it. So has there ever been a time when you are like trying to be a mom, at the same time you just started college, so you're just starting as a college student, you have to do all that adjustments, where you're like, I can't do this.
even though I'm a teenager and a mom, I feel like it was like I still want to be a teenager at the same time, but then I have to be like mature and be a mom, so I can't go out, even though I want to go out, with my friends, like I had to stay home. Like even if like nothing was wrong with Ryan, I could have left him with my mom, but it's like you gotta stay home with your baby. So it was hard, like having a social life, trying to be in school and be a mom. So I said one gotta go, and that's a social life.
Oh wow. Your mindset, like you really, like you have your, like you're set about what's most important, what do you need to get done, how are you going to set yourself up for the future for yourself and your son. Where does that come from? Is there somebody that like inspired you? Tell me about that.
It's like my mom, my grandma, because they're like realistic people. Like they wouldn't like, how can I put it? They gave me the mindset, okay, Cheyenne, if you have a baby, things are gonna be like pushed back. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't do like not teenage things, because I still hang out with my friends sometimes, but like like things are gonna be different now. You have to be realistic, Cheyenne. It's like I guess they put the mindset like, Cheyenne, you have to be realistic. Like you're gonna have to do this stuff. Like like know your time frame and don't worry about the short run. Worry about the long run. Like
And you had an open enough spirit to receive that.
Yeah,
that's remarkable.
I just really love him. I do. He really, like I would say, like someone who doesn't walk or talk, like really pushed me the most ever in my life. Like for Ryan, there was times like, oh my gosh, like this is too hard. Like I can't do it no more, and I just want to like just lay in bed. But he pushed me like, no, you gotta get up. You gotta do this. You have to do it for Ryan, not for you anymore.
Right. So what's your major?
Accounting.
Accounting is your major. Cool. So like you want to be like a CPA, accountant. Cool. So last question would just be for another student out there who's just found out that they're pregnant and they're overwhelmed right now and they're like trying to figure out what they should do next and they may not have as much support as you have. What would you say to them to just encourage them that they can do it?
Like you're not, like people say you're disabled when you're pregnant. You're not disabled. Like you can still do things. Like yes, you might have bad sicknesses. It was me too. Like you can do it. Like it's possible. It's not hard. Well, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. But you can do it.
It's hard, but not hard enough to stop you.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much. Thank you. I hope that you're a bit inspired that if you know somebody who should see this story and you just want to pass on a bit of love and encouragement to somebody, go ahead and share, let them know. If you haven't subscribed yourself, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for. What are you waiting for? Come on. Join the journey, subscribe. We are having a blast. We are inspired. We're encouraging one another. So join the journey. Thanks for watching Journey with Jordana. Bye. You say bye? You say bye?
I'm being shy today.
See you next time.